I swear 2025 just started and it's July right now. Almost 7 whole months gone out of 2025. And to me, that's just crazy. Like, how is almost 7 months gone out of the year? And I still feel like we're in January or like February and like summer's about to finish. In January, I was looking forward to summer, and now you're telling me summer is about to be done and we're back to being to winter, right? And that just sounds absurd to me. It's like, how does time go by so fast? And I used to think time went by faster the older you got, right? Yes, I think that might be true some of the time, or it does play a factor as well. But I've talked to people that are in their 30s, their 40s, their 50s, even their late 20s, and what most of them have told me was time only started going faster for them since COVID. So since I guess the last 4 years, 3, 4 years, and it's like, where's the correlation, right? Like after COVID is when most of the people found their time to go by faster. So the most logical answer to that is we all stopped living in the present moment, right? That is why time just goes by so fast. Like, you're not living consciously anymore. You're living on autopilot. Okay? Your life is on autopilot right now. You don't think, you just do, right? You don't reflect, you just do, right? You're constantly distracting yourself with distractions, mostly your phone, social media, technology, where you don't get time to pause and reflect. It's just go, 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 go. And an example of that is you wake up, maybe you scroll for a bit, go to the bathroom, scroll for a bit, you take your shower, straight to work, straight to school. You don't have time to think, right? You're not there sitting with your thoughts. First thing you did was you scrolled. You're distracting yourself. You're at work, you're at school, boom, that's another thing. Distracted in a way because you're not reflecting. So you go on about your day, finish by 4, finish by 5, whatever it is. You come home, even on your commute back home, you're scrolling, you're on your phone, you're watching a TV show, you're not sitting. Even reading is better than scrolling in terms of reflection, right? You don't do any of that. And then we come back home. I don't do any of that. You come back home. All right, you got some time for yourself. But what's the first thing you do? Boom, you're going to the gym. It's not a bad thing, but let's say you go to the gym. That's another 2 hours, hour and a half, 3 hours gone. Boom. You come home, some time to talk with family. That's always a good thing. Family, friends, whatever. Let's say you go out on a Friday night, right? Let's say it's a Friday. You go out with your friends, you come back, you still don't have time to reflect, sit down, think. You come home, scroll for a bit while you're sleeping. Boom, your day is done. Now repeat that every single day. And this is why you confuse your days. You don't know when's Monday. You don't know when's Tuesday. You don't know when's Wednesday, bro. Because every day feels the same, right? You don't ever sit to reflect, to think if what you're doing is the right thing, if you're on the right path for yourself. You're just going with the flow, but you're living on autopilot. That is why time is fast. And why did time start going faster after COVID? It's because COVID is, I feel like, when the big shift happened from things being in person to now things being online. Everything's virtual. Your school's virtual. Your work is virtual. Your life is basically virtual, right? It's easy to get distracted. Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, it became more popular because you had nothing better to do during COVID, and we all built very bad habits by consuming a lot of social media, and now that's still a part of our everyday life, even after COVID is done, right? So now we're no longer living in the present moment. We're always distracted with technology, social media, and time just flies by. Because think about it, even the adults are feeling time going by fast. And look at their schedule. I swear my mom barely used her phone pre-pandemic. And now, if she's not cooking or if she's not working, she's on her phone, right? And she notices time going by faster too. My friends, my cousins, my relatives, like everyone that I come across, everyone says the same thing. So how do you combat this, right? How do you take back your time? How do you buy back your time? How do you live in the present moment? Meditation, right? sitting still with your thoughts. And the whole point of meditation is so you lose focus, right? A lot of people think, oh, I can't meditate. I can't sit still for 30 seconds. It's hard. I have ADHD. Well, guess what? That's the whole point of meditation. It's like learning to ride a bike. Okay, that's super cliche. Let me think of something. It's like hitting the gym, okay? When you hit the gym, you're not going to see results in your first couple months. You might, but you're not going to see results in your first couple days, your first couple weeks, even your first couple months, to be honest. It takes 6 months, right? 5 to 6 months to see significant progress happen. But are you going to give up after your first week because you can't lift a 30-pound dumbbell and you're stuck at 5 or 10? No, you're gonna consistently hit the gym. Same thing, same concept applies with meditation. But this time you're working on your mind, right? Your attention span. Let's say you can only sit down for 15 seconds and meditate. Perfect. Your first time is 15 seconds. Your next time might be 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and you build up that tolerance. So every time when you start meditating, you start focusing on your breath, it steers away. You go to a thought, you go to something else, that's fine. That's actually perfect because now you bring back your awareness to your breath, right? Keep repeating it, and you will get better at meditation. And what this helps you out with is, essentially it's breath work, but what this helps you out with is just being present in the moment. You're not just thinking, because a lot of times, since you're so distracted with your phones, social media, technology, when you're actually hanging out with friends, when you're actually with your family members, or when you're actually doing things, having fun, you're not really there in the moment, because that is when now you're thinking. That is when now you're processing things. And since you didn't take time for yourself to just sit down with your thoughts and just reflect, now you're using these moments, family, friends, experiences, to do that reflection. And now you're not present in the moment. So time is just, it's a cycle. It's just going by fast because you're not in the moment. You're not enjoying things. You're stressing, you're worrying because you don't get to sit down and reflect. You're not present in the moment. That's one of the reasons why time just feels fast, right? I think meditation is a good one. And honestly, another thing that helps is, sounds pretty weird, but journaling helps too, right? Because every once in a while, when you sit down to reflect, that is essentially you being present in the moment, right? So now you think to yourself, okay, what am I grateful for? Being showing gratitude, right? What am I grateful for? What do I need to fix up? What do I need to do? So you get course correction, right? You're not just living the same life. You're not still on the same path. Now you know, okay, you know what? X is not going right. Y is going right. Let me do more of Y instead of being stuck on X. But if you don't journal, if you don't reflect, if you don't sit with your thoughts, if you don't write about things, you're going to be stuck on X. And that's why time goes by fast, because you don't want to think. You can't think. You don't have time to think, right? So, yeah, I feel like it really does come down to one thing, just being present in the moment. And that is what's preventing us from, I guess, happiness in general. But at the same time, not being present is what makes time go by so fast. So do yourself a favor. I'm going to do myself a favor and just be more present, right? What does that mean? A lot of people say be more present. Time goes by faster because you're not present in the moment. But what does that mean, right? Sit down. Take some time for yourself. Don't go on your phone first thing in the morning. Sit with your thoughts. Just be calm, right? Don't play music first thing in the morning, right? You want to sit down, think, right? Listen to what your brain has to say to you. And meditate, focus on your breath, journal, reflect. And those are some basic things you can do just to be more present in life and to kind of slow down time, right? That's what it is. Like, you being present in the moment slows down time. You're not on autopilot. You're living life consciously and you're creating your life consciously instead of just living unconsciously, if that makes sense.